What up, YouTube? I got this interesting video today. I saw this on the internet. This is a guy. He just got married, and he's gonna make a discovery about his bride that he apparently did not get to know before he decided to marry her. So let's check out the video. I'm gonna chime in.
Y'all just got married, right? Just today, like 4 hours ago. Okay. And do you guys know each other's body count? Yes. Okay. Body count? No. That's irrelevant. Is it? Yes. Past is the past. Like, this is my future. Are you willing to admit it right now? 9. 9?
Oh man, like you said, the past. Hey, you gotta live up to those words, man. It's just funny how they got his eyes looking like that. He looked like he saw a ghost, the ghost of her past. But I think this video is interesting, man. We could talk about it in different perspectives, but one thing I gotta tell people, man, tell brothers, man, you gotta constantly remind yourself, hey, bro, we don't live in ancient Israel 1000 BC. We live in modern day America, and these women are Babylonian in mentality. Modern day America is really the heart of Babylon, so or the belly of the beast. So to deal with these type of women, you got to understand that they've had past experiences before you, both sexually and emotional experiences. So if brothers don't want to deal with that, then don't deal with them and just be by yourself. Because in this society, things are going to be nuanced with your interpersonal relationships, and you should have the wisdom and perspicacity on how to deal with the woman or the women you're talking to, and whichever level of seriousness you're dealing with them. Because one thing about this dude, he wasn't really taught on what is a wife and what is marriage scripturally, biblically. Because I know what they teach in the modern day church and in the world is out of context of what the Bible speaks about. Because when they try to make it seem like everyone's woman's a wife and not every woman's a wife material, uh, there's a concept in the Bible called concubines. A concubine was a woman who may have had a previous sexual relationship with another man or several relationships with other men, and she lost her tokens of virginity. Why do they call it tokens of virginity? Because the token is what you use to enter something, or you get to, like, you play a game in the arcade, you need a token to play this game, or you need a token to get into this door. The tokens of virginity were the access to marriage, because a wife, what a wife is biblically, is was a woman who never had sex with a man. They make a commitment, and from their families and their community, on the night of the wedding ceremony or the wedding feast, her husband goes into the wedding chambers. He penetrates this woman. He breaks her hymen or penetrates her, and that's the seal of the contract. The blood of the hymen was the seal of the contract, because every covenant regarded blood, right? So that was the way that was a wife by definition. A lot of people like to mix mash scripture, but that's what a wife is in true biblical context. Now, I'm not saying that now today, we're not dealing with those types of situations. Like I said, we're dealing with Babylonian women, so they're not, for the most part, virgins. Of course, there's some out here, but like I said, the mentality is what stops women from being wife material in this westernized world, even if they've never been with a man. Because a wife material woman isn't just the fact that she hasn't been with a man, but she understands her role as a wife and her helpmeet to a man. And a lot of women, they don't understand that in this society. So, but going back to the video, if you're a man with wisdom and confidence, you should have the security knowing that you know her last dude is not me. Meaning that things that happened in her last relationship, they were based on the man's intellectual capacity, his personality, and the nature of the man, on how he related to that woman. You know, a woman could have been with 10 different types of dudes and had 10 different types of relationship experiences based on the nature of the spirit that inhabits the men she was dealing with. So that's why it's important that brothers understand who they are as individuals before getting involved in these relationships. Too many men form their identity in a relationship rather than seeing a relationship as an addition to their life. And as a man, you're not supposed to find your identity in a woman, particularly as a so called black man in this society where things can end so abruptly and unexpectedly. That's what causes a lot of brothers to have these mental breakdowns and they lose their mental stability. A lot of the so-called black on black crime comes from brothers fighting over women who they think are so essential rather than having standards and goals in their life and the woman um, uh, coming along for the ride because that's what she's supposed to do. The woman's supposed to come right after after you develop these goals and these standards and you're achieved and you're in a place of position where you can actually take care of a woman, you know. And then you can decide if she's an asset or a liability, and you find that out based off her conduct. So you decide if she deserves to stay with you or she has to go based off how she interacts with you and how she fulfills that role as your wife or your consort. Now, like I said, that's what we talk about wife. That's going into a very specific topic in the Bible that kind of gets misunderstood. But a wife is not someone you sign a contract with. A wife is someone who holds you down. A wife is someone who's, a rest, a pillar, as the scriptures say. She's a pillar of rest. She's someone that's going to be by your side. She's going to help your life, make it uh, easier, or at the very least, maintain a peace. That's what a wife mentality, a wife type of woman is. So a lot of brothers they think that they're gonna sign a contract and they're gonna transform a woman into a wife. No, you transform the woman that's based off you and your transformational skills to how she fits your life. But you can't turn um, lead into gold. We're not dealing with alchemy. We got to deal with reality. A lot of dudes they know they're dealing with a concubine type of woman, and they try to transform her into a wife material woman. You can't do that. You can't transform someone into something that they're not. Every person, every man or woman has a ceiling. They have a potential. Now you can maximize that potential, but you can't transform something that they're not. So there's no point in putting undue pressure on that woman. Even you may like her, you may even love her, but you have to understand that she has a limitation. So you don't want to do that, or else you can make her have a mental breakdown. And also you're going to end up having a mental breakdown by trying to change this woman to something that you think that she should be. And you gotta just learn to accept what you have. Like I said, Chronicles Judah said this before. We're behind enemy lines. We're in prison. This is our penitentiary. This is not our rest. So we have to be satisfied with the penitentiary meals, with the rations that we get. We're not going to get a full course meal in this captivity. We're going to get just what we need in order to survive. So that includes the women that we have to deal with. The Most High, if it be His will, He'll send you a good woman. But at the same time, you gotta understand that they're going to have some issues or they're going to have some experiences that come with that. But you have to do your best to make sure that these issues and these experiences or this baggage is dealt with, is unpacked, and is able to be compartmentalized the best way that will help your life. Because sometimes a lot of these women are just not worth it, man. And you have to make the decision if it is. And if it is worth it, and this person is a good fit for you, then you have to trust your own wisdom and transformation skills that she can be something that's a good fit in the long term. Okay. So that's all I got, man. Hopefully somebody got something out of it. All right. Peace.